just kind of showed up because he was like, I thought you guys would be out here.
July was up to his eyes.
Weird, but...
Yeah, this was totally unannounced.
Yeah.
Last time on Abandoned Comfort. $4,000 in 100 days and roughly 22,000, 23,000 miles.
Yep. Gas was the most expensive thing, and we landed at $1,102.
All right, Captain Kale, how'd you get this boat?
It's free. It's not ours. It's Jordan and Randy's.
Guys, congrats. Free Bluewater sailboat.
Yep. Endeavor 32.
Awesome boat. Yep. For free too. This thing should have sold for at least $7 grand. So tricks of the trade.
So, I'm always on Craigslist. So, Craigslist has some unicorns every now and then, and literally 5 minutes after this ad was posted, I contacted the owner, and basically he didn't want to work on it anymore, didn't have time for it, baby was on the way, and
Swooped in.
Yep, he didn't want to pay $400 a month to store it anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
So he was just getting rid of it as quick as possible, and I said, I'll come and take it.
You told him you would come the next day, and he was like, no, you don't need to rush that much. We could come on the weekend. So we went that weekend to Titusville to pick it up.
And you were the first people to respond.
Yes.
Yep. They were supposedly
He said like 50 more
50
people.
other people. They had to take the listing down. Like, there were so many people that responded to it.
I'm not in the least bit surprised about that. But when I say
Yes.
Bluewater, I'll show you what I mean.
Oh, it's beautiful.
In mass main furling.
Oh, we got that.
Workable jib. Somewhat of a dodger.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna cut to the outside of these.
What are we, dodging crab pots still? Yep. We got Rue on board with us as well. Since we're talking about pots so much.
He's had his life jacket on since
he did.
Since we started last night, and he hasn't gone pee at all. And as soon as we took it off, we were dodging crab pots, and he went pee at the same time.
Pots for pots.
Pots for pots.
Pots for pots. There you go. That is a huge P by the big man. So what type of engine does it have and how many hours?
I think that's where a lot of the value was in this boat, and that was part of the reason why we picked it up. I think if it had the original engine, we wouldn't have. But it had been repowered in 2004 with a Westerbeek 20B2. It's an 18 horsepower 2-cylinder engine, and it only has, when we got it, it only had 270 hours on it. So,
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How was this free? Who did you murder? Even if the engine was like completely original, I would totally still pick this boat up.
Yeah.
At in-mass furling?
It would have been a harder decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An original engine, but
This is your second boat now.
it is. Probably gonna sell the first one. Whenever you get an opportunity like this, I just feel like you got to jump on it. So
Absolutely.
this kind of threw a wrench into our plans, but it was a good wrench, and
Plans.
plans with sailing.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we'd much rather work on this boat than the other one, just because.
Hell yeah, this can take you anywhere.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And whenever my ship sets sail, I'll be on the beach, watching through the water with the sand beneath my feet, so I can watch another sunrise. You know I can't deny this is the life for me, the life for me.
So now you get why I say it is a Bluewater boat and why it was free. I still don't understand. I really think these two killed someone. So we'll dig in a little bit more, see if Jordan and Randy have any other tips other than scouring Craigslist. 1 for 1 for you guys with free boats.
Yeah.
You guys are the resident experts on it.
So far. We actually did miss out on an Island Packet 31 that had some damage from Irma.
What?
But it was a really nice boat, and it just had some hull damage that needed to be repaired. And we were the second in line on that boat, and the first person got it, so.
What sparked it? Like, why did you start to check the free section in Craigslist?
Mainly, it came about because I just like looking to see what's out there and to see what boats are going for. And
You like boat porn? Really?
I do like boat porn.
I'm shocked.
It's a lot.
Even we do.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of it, even in the boatyard.
It wasn't even in the free section. Like, none of these were in the free section. So I've just kind of been looking for deals essentially, and I know I like Endeavors, I know I like Island Packets, I like Halber Grassi's, you know, those brands of boats. So what I'll do is I'll go on Craigslist and I'll include nearby locations, and I'll just type in Endeavor and see what comes up. And that's actually how I found this boat. It wasn't in the free section, it was in the boating for sale section, and the title was, you know, free sailboat.
Alright, so we're gonna talk about how much you spent on it thus far.
Yeah, so, you know, obviously we're inside now, and there's a lot of stuff that's kind of breaking, but...
Somewhat. Stairs, maybe?
Yeah, stairs are breaking a little bit.
Stairs are definitely not Bluewater, but you know, cosmetic.
Essentially this boat was free, so it was gifted to us, and it was essentially, the paperwork said gift on it, so we paid $0 for this boat. And no tax on gifts, I think under $12,000 in Florida, so didn't have to pay any tax on it. So we just had to pay title and tag, which was about $150. We probably spent about $200 doing engine maintenance on the boat, and then so far we've actually spent another $200 because the engine broke down on the Okeechobee waterway while we were trying to deliver it from Titusville to St. Petersburg. Now we're currently on the last leg of that, and we're sailing in the Gulf, but I had to pay a mechanic about $200 to come out and actually repair it after the engine died.
How much was the tow?
The tow was $2,200. We got Boat US for the boat, and we paid $0. So we paid like the $30 a year for tagging it on to our insurance. So, you know, so for all in all, we've probably sunk about 600 or less into this boat so far.
Yep.
And we're out here sailing. The engine runs. It's having a little bit of a revving issue. That's why, you know, we're currently sailing.
Yeah, but
right
we
now.
ran it for 7 hours straight,
Yeah.
so you would expect it.
This is definitely worth it. So
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna keep it.
I definitely would. Every boat's gonna have issues, but the nice thing about this is you don't have a ton of your money sunk into it, and if you sink the boat or anything like that, it's just, hey, it was a free boat.
Exactly.
Alright, I'll keep going with the tour. The port lights need to be replaced, but our $30,000 boat needs the same thing. Wood and everything looks perfectly fine. Good size V-berth. Stair. Oh no, access to the engine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show the engine.
Sewing, like putting up top.
There's Big Red. I haven't even seen it yet. Is all this wiring connected or no?
I don't know what that goes to.
Nice.
I have no idea.
Free boat.
Free boat.
Instrument panel. Does the DC panel work?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
AC panel works too. But
Battery charger too?
battery charger works. It runs. Everything runs off shore power. The AC plugs work.
Yeah.
Shore power.
This is nuts. This stove is virtually brand new.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
What's the battery bank size?
It's just two 100 amp hour batteries.
Yeah.
They're just
One for starter and one for house, or both for all?
They're one was for all, for starter and house.
Yeah.
And then the other one's just hooked up to the inverter and it's dead. So I don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
with it.
okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
So it's just one battery, pretty much,
Pretty
right
much,
now?
yeah.
I'm gonna check out the head. I still haven't been in there.
It smells.
I don't know what boat heads don't. This is roomy.
It's got a shower in there.
It's roomier than ours. The drain work? Drain
Yeah.
into the bilge?
It's I don't know what it does.
Free boat. So this is day 4 of the journey?
We had to cut the journey short, obviously, last weekend. Brian and Kelsey were actually supposed to hop on the boat I think in LaBelle, actually.
Yeah. We were messaging you talking about the air draft because of the nightmares we had to face with the railroad bridge. And we were
Right.
thinking that you guys were gonna have the same thing happen.
Yeah, and that was kind of scary, but it ended up working out pretty good. We ended up getting towed at like 8 knots for like, I don't know, 30 nautical miles, 40 nautical miles of the trip. So
Making good time, man.
making really good time. So
Yeah.
and saved fuel.
Yep.
So
So you guys broke down like right around the same spot that we did.
a little bit
I got-
earlier.
yeah. A little bit earlier than we did, but
yeah.
still got a tow into Fort Myers.
It's like a rite of passage. for
Yeah,
going- for
seriously.
us.
Yeah, you guys went pretty much almost the same exact path as us, and now we're under sail and enjoying the last day, just like we were, making 4 to 5 knots. Engine's been off for an hour and a half now.
Yep.
Can't beat it. This is the way to end the journey.
I had a lot less anxiety being out in the open water than being in the Okeechobee waterway.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but bridges and locks and that kind of stuff just stress me out more than just the open water. So
You're not alone, brother.
yep.
It's getting more frequent.
It is. It's gonna fix itself.
Wouldn't be a shakedown cruise without it. There you go, Big Red. Back in the game. Alright, so we have about 50 nautical miles to go, and we're not getting much in sails at all. So we're motor sailing, and the engine is just barely hanging on, but we are underway and making way. That's all that matters. Every step we're closer to St. Pete. If I had my choice, you know, a lot of people think that we did so well with getting the Hallberg Grassy for such a good deal, which again was no credit to us, that was all Jim. But if I had the option between this boat for free or our boat for $30,000, like we paid, or $35 with everything included, I'd probably pick this boat. Our boat, it's 35 feet, and it's just a big, heavy 35 feet. And this thing, I mean, it feels just as solid. Obviously, we're not out in anything really to judge it on. I mean, I've been out in 8 to 10 footers in a 25-foot boat. It sucks no matter what boat you're on. Between this boat and our boat. And it's just a lot less boat. And that's the way to do it. If I could do it again, definitely go smaller. 30 to 32 foot would be perfect for us. We have about 4 to 5 feet lengthwise on the boat that we don't even use. It's a guest room, we could call it. But if you're having people coming down, staying with you on the boat, they can just stay on the settees like we're doing with Randy and Jordan. My thoughts on the boat hunt. If I could do it again, I'd go smaller. Hey Kelsey, you want to bring Rue up? Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
Look. Oh, of course the boat starts heading this way. Like, really?
Of course. We're becalmed. And the engine is a little finicky, so taking a little swim break. Getting suited up.
Yep.
Water's pretty clear.
Okay, so idiot never put a zinc on the prop shaft.
No?
Really?
Nah,
Did he charge you for it?
I don't know.
Wow, it does look really good.
Yeah, it
The
was
bottom?
better than I thought.
Yeah. I am surprised. After 2 years.
Yeah.
Our boat for 30 grand or this boat for free?
It was
you got?
very tempting. And I think just financially I would have to go with a free boat. Because we would put probably less than what we paid into repairs on the boat than what we paid for Lucidity.
Yeah, it'd probably be, I mean, we were just talking about it. We think Jordan can probably get this thing ready to go for 10 grand.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Not paying someone to do it, but like doing all my own
Do
work.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. That's how you find out everything about it, how to work, how to fix it.
Yep. So there you go, 2 for 2. We would both take the free boat. Alright, so we got what, another 5 hours?
Yeah, about another 5 hours.
We're pulling into the slip in St. Pete.
Once again,
Back to St. Pete.
it's not our slip.
You guys have done this trip a couple times.
Yep. 3rd time's a charm. Rue's first trip though. Doing pretty good. Still has yet to take a poop. And he is due, to say the least. Come on, buddy. We know you gotta do it. Take a poo, Rue. Take a poo.
All right, we made it. We are safely in the slip.
We made it.
Good job, buddy. Good job, team.
Yeah, good job, team.
It is past 11 o'clock. It's been a long day.
Alright, we're back.
We're back. I got some sleep last night. It was very much needed.
Unpacking everything. Rue is back in his home.
He loves it.
He's pretty excited.
Yep.
So, how was the trip?
It was amazing. We had a perfect weather except for the wind. We did motor almost the entire time, which kind of sucked, but it was really nice to be offshore. It was long. It was about 5 hours longer than we wanted. Everyone was pretty beat. But
It was like close to a 24-hour trip.
yeah, it was 22 hours total. So it was a really long trip, but it's nice to not really ever do that trip again.
Yeah, that's our third time doing that same
Yeah.
trip, just offshore up the Gulf.
He loved being in the wind and just sitting in the sun. And yeah, didn't really mind the rockiness at all. Didn't phase
No
him.
seasickness, nothing.
Nope.
I mean, he's just, I don't know, I think he's just been like in such crazy environments his entire life. He's just like, this is what I do now.
Yep, he didn't mind his life jacket. He wore it almost the entire time. It was hard for him to go pee in it, but besides that, he didn't really care wearing it. It's nice to be back on our boat.
It is nice to be back on our boat. But it was also really nice to hang out with Randy and Jordan. I think when we met them, how long ago we met them, like 10 months ago?
Yeah, in the fall.
We met them through a viewer, actually. Someone commented on like one of our first 2 episodes and was like, oh my gosh, there's someone else that's vlogging in Tampa.
Yeah, there's another sailing series that's in Tampa. You guys should reach out to him, check them out. So we did, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, yep. So we met them,
We had a 27-foot boat.
had a condo, like
2
few
cars,
yeah.
yep.
And now they've like drastically downsized and they're like crushing it.
Yeah,
And they're really close to pretty much being financially free.
yeah,
And then also owning property with their condo and getting the passive income from that so that they can cruise while they're getting that money and everything.
yeah.
And they're gonna cruise aboard the free Bluewater boat. Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Yep, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and be sure to check out Randy and Jordan's YouTube channel. It'll be in the description below and we will see you next Thursday.
See you guys.
See ya.
I'm on a river that winds on forever. Follow till I get where I'm going. Maybe I'm heading to die, but I'm still gonna try. I guess I'm going